What's up guys, it's me, myself, and Daquan, and today we are doing a spoiler review of Scream 2022, aka Scream 5. I already have a regular review, non-spoiler of Scream 5, so if you want to watch that because you haven't watched the movie yet, I will leave it linked down below because it's already on my channel. Keep in mind that this is a spoiler review, okay? So we've been going over everything, including the killers, the deaths, pretty much everything. So if you don't get spoiled, leave now. Okay? And then when you go watch the movie, you come back. Okay? Okay. So to start off, I say we start off with the killers. The killers were Amber and Richie. Now going into this, I sort of thought that it was Amber, so I got that part right. I honestly thought that the other one though was gonna be Liv, and I thought that, because in the original it was two killers that were male, so I thought that in this one they was gonna gender swap and have it where the two killers are female. And I mean, going in, I think that was my theory, but like as I watched the movie, I was like, yeah, I don't think they're doing this. But that doesn't take away anything Amber did, because in my opinion, Amber was the better killer. I liked her more than Richie. Richie was boring in my opinion. Like he was, I don't know, like I will say he was a mix between Mickey and Billy, but no, I don't know why I said that, now think about it. No, but he is better than Charlie, I'll say that. But I think Charlie had better kills. So is he better than Charlie? Who knows. But Amber hands down is not better than Jill, but in terms of killing, I think Amber can't take out Jill. That's just my honest opinion. I don't think that Jill was like very strong, because if you watch the movie Scream 4, you would see that most of the kills had to be Charlie, because Jill was like, she was somewhere with KIRBY or something, you know? So yeah, if you think about it, Jill didn't really do anything except for kill what, like 2 people at the very end, and those deaths were pretty much, I mean, he might could have done them. And I thought the reason that she was beating Sidney butt was because Sidney was hurt. I don't know, I think Amber could low-key take out Jill. I said what I said. Before we get into the opening act, I would like to say that my girl, KIRBY Reed from Scream 4 is alive. She survived Scream 4. Like, can't we just get a round of applause? Because I hoped that she wasn't dead, because we never saw a body, but they said that Jill was the only survivor. So that's why I was like, oh no, it was kind of like, I guess they kind of confirmed it, sort of, that she's dead, but nope, she survived. So Dewey was wrong, pretty much. And yeah, so pretty much like on my first watch, I didn't see it. I didn't see like the tiny video of like the KIRBY interview. It said KIRBY Reed survivor interview or something like that. Yeah, I didn't see that at first. Also, Dead Meat is in this movie. I love them. I didn't see that either coming. I'm trying to see that. Like, did I blink? Because I heard if you blink, you'll miss it. So I had to blink. I probably was that one person who blinked. Didn't see it at all. If I did see it, I would have. But getting into the opening act, I thought that Tara wasn't gonna be the opening act. I honestly thought that it was gonna be like a celebrity guest. I mainly thought it was gonna be Selena Gomez, because pretty much it was rumored that she was gonna be a part of it. And then I think the cast, I think all the cast followed her and then unfollowed her. And then I think the directors followed her, something, and then I don't know, but I honestly thought that she was gonna be in this movie. And also Selena she went as Ghostface for Halloween, so I thought that was kind of like a tease, but no, she wasn't in this movie. Maybe they was setting up her being in the sequel. Maybe, oh my gosh, imagine that. We'll have Tara. I mean, okay, so spoiler alert, Tara survives. So, Tara, hopefully Sydney, Gale, Sam, KIRBY, SELENA character. Imagine that. Like, it would be hard for me to watch because there's no way they're making all those characters survive. There's no way in hell. There's no way. I'll actually be hurt watching that. I'll probably cry. But I can see Tara being the new final girl. I honestly think that she should be. The only issue is that even though Tara can, because pretty much like any open act. Let's get into that pretty much. So start off, you know how every pretty much movie starts off with a girl home alone. She was texting Amber, pretty much saying, you know, come over. I think she was cooking something. I don't think it was popcorn. She said something about them having wine or alcohol or something. You know, Amber was saying, I'm there. And then Ghostface calls Tara, not Amber. Because Ghostface is Amber. So pretty much, I mean, we all know how it goes. Starts off normal and ends up going crazy and threatening you and stuff. But pretty much Tara runs to the door, gets sliced. It was in a trailer. I think she punches Ghostface. Yeah, she punches Ghostface, then closes the door. Then pretty much Ghostface gets inside the house, you know, by messing with the security system. And does he stop her first? I think he grabs her, throw her down. He breaks her leg, stabs her through her hand. And I was like, whoa, like, you know, when I saw that, I was like, what? Yeah, and then title card. So pretty much I knew that she survived that though, because in a trailer, if you saw it, we saw somebody in like a wheelchair, and it looked like Tara. Like it did. Like it. I guess like that scene could have been fake, but I knew it was Tara. I knew it was her. Plus, we didn't see her like die. So I was like, yeah, she's surviving. Plus, in the trailer, Sam wasn't sad. You would think that if somebody lost their sister, they would be at least sad, you know. But Sam was, besides getting chased or whatever, she was normal, you know. So I knew Tara like wasn't gonna die, at least then. Then we meet Sam and Richie. They work at a bowling alley. You know, they seem like a cute-ish couple until you find out that Richie is the killer, and then ill. But you know, there was a cute couple. You know, throughout the movie. Pretty much I didn't suspect him until when Sam gets attacked in the hospital. I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but it's fine. I'll go back. Pretty much like when Sam gets attacked in the hospital, I was like, yeah, it's Richie, because it's not like he ran in as soon as Ghostface left. Like, you know, like he didn't pop out of the room, anything. So I was like, yeah, it's definitely him. Yep, it's him. So in that moment, I knew it was him, but I didn't find out it was Amber until she pretty much shot Liv. So yeah. But yeah, Sam gets a call from Wes, you know, saying, you know, that Tara was attacked and she survived. Wes, low-key sounded weird, I guess you can say. He sounded suspicious on the phone. Like, for Tara being his friend, like, once again, like, he didn't sound worried. He was like emotional, like at least a little bit. I don't know. Then we see, all of Tara's friends. And it was weird, because for all of them being Tara's friends, they didn't really seem all that upset. I don't know, like they all just seemed like nonchalant about the whole Tara getting attacked. It's not like he broke to her house and then ran out and that's it. Like, he beat her down, stabbed her and all of that. Like, I would have been Like, I would've been probably terrified. Speaking of Tara's friends, they were Mindy, Chad, Liv, Wes, and Amber. Okay, so in the so pretty much before, you know, the movie came out, it said that Tara and Amber were dating, or was dating, so it was exes at the time. But in the movie, it didn't really seem like they was dating. It just seemed like they were best friends, you know? But cause like, yeah, like we didn't get no scene or anything confirming that they did date. Yeah, it's like we didn't get that. Chad and Liv are dating. Mindy and Chad are twins. And Wes has a crush on Tara. That pretty much explains the whole group. Also, Liv used to date or mess with, or just pretty much knew Vince, who's not in high school. So yeah, he pretty much just stalks them a little bit. You know, Chad, he said that he got interrogated by Wes's mom, aka Judy Hicks, and I think that I think that one of them get a call from Sam saying that they made it to the hospital or something, or they come in or whatever, and they go see Tara, but Liv stays behind. She stays. So then I thought that, yep, it's probably Liv, right? Or I honestly thought that Liv was gonna do something with Vince. I thought she was gonna either treat him or something, you know? Because I found it weird how she stayed. So Sam and Richie get to the hospital. Tara's friends are already there with Tara. Yeah, that pretty much happens, pretty much. After Tara's friends leave, they go to a hangout place. I want to say a bar, but I don't think it's really a bar, but yeah. You're just gonna say bar, pretty much. They go to a bar, you know, hang out, whatever. Suspect each other, because they think that one of them is the killer, and did that to Tara. And Vince shows up, you know, tries to manhunt Liv. And Chad was like, back up, buddy, you know. And the owner or whatever kicked them all out. And this is when Vince, after he gets done pissing on the wall with his nasty ass, he gets killed by Ghostface. He pretty much saw it in the trailer too, so pretty much the trailer showed everything. Like, you know, like the trailer didn't really show anything different when it came to Vince. Like, all his scenes are in the trailer pretty much. But yeah, his kill was simple. You know, I think a simple stab to the neck is about it. It wasn't crazy or nothing. But I found it interesting how Vince gets killed right after everybody leave. So that way, I think the movie pretty much sets up like one of the people from, you know, the friend group being a killer. Because they couldn't kill Vince if it was all like still in the bar, you know. So I found it interesting how they all left, and like one of them could have came back and killed him. Pretty much, I guess Amber, pretty much. But I don't think Amber killed him. I think it was Richie. Each Ghostface pretty much has a different style. And it's like, it doesn't really have to be in terms of killing. It just be like, you know, them holding their knife differently. Them choking people. You know, maybe one more clumsy, maybe one grunt. It's like each Ghostface is different, sort of. Because, you know, they are different people. So pretty much every kill that I think Richie was involved in was just a stab. But Amber's was more like tons of stabs. So this is where we see Sam goes to the, I guess, cafeteria in the hospital. I don't want to say that. It seemed like a more like, I guess, a break room, I guess you can say. She got some water, hallucinates Billy. You know, Billy from the first movie, The Killer, and turns out that's her dad. So yeah, that was kind of, it was a good twist. I wasn't expecting that, but then she gets attacked by the Ghostface. Surprisingly, Richie ain't there to like help her or anything. You would think though, to like throw everybody off the scent, like Richie would have ran in and helped Sam, so that way they won't suspect him. But clearly he was slow, because that would have, you know, it's pretty much Amber, I guess. You know, that would have been the one who had to attack Sam. while Richie ran in and like fake stop it, you know. So then we get pretty much everybody back in the Tara's room. We get Judy Hicks pretty much asking, you know, Amber, Richie questions on where they were when Sam got attacked. This is when it was funny a little bit. I think that was the moment that I kind of knew both of them was the killer a little bit. So Amber and Richie pretty much accusing each other of like being the killer. And it's funny because both of them were the killer. So it was kind of funny a little bit how they did that. Pretty much Richie was like, "Oh, where was you? You know, when Tara got attacked." I think he said that, and then she said, "Where was you when Sam got attacked?" And then he said, "Watching Netflix." I think he said that, and I was like, "Huh." So you don't hear anything. You don't hear the chairs falling. You don't hear none of that. I see. I guess the cop didn't hear it either, because he only went after Sam, you know, ran out pretty much. But I don't know, because if anything, it would have showed us him doing that, but it didn't. And also, it makes sense because Ghostface was in the hospital. Richie was in the hospital. There's no way that Ghostface could leave and walk out. I'm pretty sure they got cameras. So he had to already be in there and I guess stay in there. And Richie already entered. So it makes sense. Even though, wait, now I think about it. No hospital, yeah, hospital got cameras. Yeah, so like they didn't see Richie run in the bathroom or closet or something and come out, you know, like in his normal attire after changing from Ghostface. They didn't see that. I think I just came up with something. Also, this is when Judy put Tara on a private floor, which never heard of. Then we see Sam tells Tara about, you know, Billy being her dad, and pretty much Sam ruining the family because she said all of that in front of Sam and Tara's mother, and the dad overheard and ran out. Also, Tara tells her to get the fuck out. So yeah, I think that explains how he was feeling. Then Sam and Richie goes to, you know, like go see Dewey. He pretty much not here for them, so he pretty much like, you know, like kicks them out. And then Dewey he calls Sidney and tell her that Ghostface is back, but stay there, like do not come back. And she's like, "Oh yeah, like I want to come back anyway." And you know, like he asks her like, does she have a gun? She said yeah. Then he pretty much texts Gale the same thing, pretty much like Ghostface is back, do not come. And pretty much Gale, you know, get upset because she was like, "Why you told me in a text, you know, like you called Sidney but you only text me." But then again, they were broken up. Then Sam, Richie, and Dewey, surprisingly, he decides to join them. They all talk to Mindy and the crew, pretty much, at Mindy's and Chad house. Then we see Martha, aka Chad and Mindy's mom. She's Randy's sister, so we last saw her on Scream 3. But yeah, they pretty much talking about you know, who could be Ghostface. You know, I think Wes and Dewey, I mean, they like accuse each other a little bit. Then Mindy starts talking about a requel. It's like, it's not a reboot, but it's not a sequel. So I guess it's kind of like both. But yeah, she pretty much do like a monologue of that, and it was actually good. It was good. Like I didn't get like what like a requel was at first, but after she explained it, I was like, okay, I can see this. I can see Scream vibe being this exactly, pretty much. Then Mindy accuses Sam of being a killer, because in Mindy's mind, Sam pretty much fits the Ghostface, you know, description pretty much. And you know, it's kind of like, okay, so let's say they never said that Sam's gonna be the final girl. I probably would have thought that too. So after Sam leaves, after being upset because Mindy just accused her of being Ghostface, she pretty much sees Billy in a car. Then we get Judy, Hicks, and Wes. They you know, we get their house. Judy leaves to pick up dinner. I think it was sushi, I think. Yeah, I think it was sushi, I think. Then, you know, Wes, you know, he gets in the shower. Then as he in the shower, Ghostface calls Judy. Says that, you know, he's gonna get Wes. And, you know, she driving home. You know, she already called the police. She has, her deputies or whatever, I think tracking the call, I think, even though I don't think they did track it because we never like heard from that again. Then, you know, she gets there, and as soon as she runs up the stairs, Ghostface comes out of the bushes or whatever that was and stabs her and kills her. This is why when I get a house, I'm not having that. I'm not having something where someone can pop up, you know, right by the door. Like, I want space right there. Like, I want to see, because if they didn't have that, Ghostface couldn't get her. Then we get probably my least favorite part in the whole movie. We get pretty much this whole fake out scene with Wes. You know, he opening doors, closing them. You know, like maybe Ghostface there, maybe he not. Then I think he hears something. Does he grab a knife? No, he doesn't. So he pretty much walks to the door. I think the door is open. I wish he would open the door, because if he did, he would have saw his mom dead right there, but he didn't. I thought he was gonna open it too. I thought he was gonna open it, but as soon as he opened it, Ghostface would be right behind him. So as he like about to scream, he gets stabbed and killed. So I actually thought that was gonna happen, but no. So he closed the door, turns around, Ghostface charges him, trying to stab him through the neck. You know, he's, you know, strong a little bit, but you know, the Ghostface, you know, like get the upper hand and kills him through the neck. He probably had the most gruesome kill, now I think about it. I was kind of upset because I'm a fan of the actor that plays Wes, Dylan, I forgot his last name. I think it's Manette. I love 13 Reasons Why, so I'm a big fan of him. So it was kind of sad watching that guy. I thought he was gonna be a final boy, kind of, because I knew that Mindy was probably gonna survive and be like, you know, the new Randy sort of. I thought we was gonna get Wes survive. And I guess to be the new Dewey, maybe, since, you know, his mom was a sheriff. But no, that doesn't happen. But I think they did that because of the party that Amber throws for the 4S party, because the movie's 4S. So it was kind of like, yeah, I get it. I kind of wish they would have had Dylan play a different character and had Wes be played by a different actor. So that way we pretty much can have our cake and eat it too. But no, that didn't happen. So I guess he can come back if he's a twin. You know? That would be kind of cool though. You know, like getting Dylan back, but he won't be Wes, he'll be a different character, but that'd be unique. And oh, imagine if he's the killer. Oh my gosh. That'd be lit. I would watch that movie in a heartbeat. Even though I watch all the screams anyway. Then Gale returns. She comes back to Woodsboro. However you pronounce it, pretty much. Then we get the same police officer that was watching Tara in the hospital. He shows up at the crime scene, and pretty much sounds like, you know, what the hell are you doing here? You're supposed to be watching Tara, you know, like, who's watching her? And he said, I think he said that he got a call to be here, you know, because Judy's dead. And you know, pretty much as soon as he said that, Sam like knows that this was a distraction. Then we see Tara gets attacked by Ghostface after trying to yeah, I don't want to say roll away, because I think that's wrong, but pretty much, yeah, she tries to get away from Ghostface. He throws on the floor and about to stab her, but this whole time, you know, like Ghostface was on the phone with Sam, and pretty much Sam was just stalling, pretty much. And then she says that on the phone, and then like the elevator, you know, ding, and then Dewey starts shooting, and then Ghostface runs. I think into a closet, I think, or something like that, or like another room, I think. Then, you know, Ghostface pops out and starts fighting Dewey. I think somewhere in there, Ghostface, I think, punches Richie or something like that, No, wait. Okay, so way before that, before Ghostface is shown, you know, Tara comes out. She sees Richie. She's kind of like relieved a little bit. Then Ghostface knocks him out. But then I was like, okay, it might not be Richie. It might not be. It's still him, but it's Amber in the mask. Then, you know, so going back to Amber versus, well, Ghostface versus Dewey. Dewey's actually kind of winning a little bit. Like pretty much, yeah, he wins the fight pretty much in the end. Then he walks away with you know, Sam, Tara, and Richie. He remembers from Scream, what was it, 3? Always go for the head. So he goes back, about to shoot Amber. Thing was, like, I low-key thought he was. I thought he was gonna shoot Amber, and I thought a Ghostface would be dead. And I thought that the second one would be Richie, but it would be such a shock to everybody that there's 2, you know, because like they all thought it probably just one. But no. Gale sadly calls Dewey, like right then and there, and that's what got him killed by Amber. Starts stabbing, slicing, and she gets him. She says it's an honor. But he gets stabbed a lot. He does. He gets messed up. First movie, for some reason he got stabbed in the back, but he didn't feel it until he, you know, he walked outside. Second movie, he get messed up in the phone booth or something like that. Then third movie is the only movie he didn't get messed up. He actually kills Ghostface, I think. Then the fourth movie, he get messed up by Jill with a potty silver thing. You know those things that people use to potty in the hospital. In general, Dewey always get messed up. This is when Gale comes to the hospital, you know, sees what happens, screams, very sad. Then, you know, like Sidney returns as soon as she hears. I'm assuming Gale texted her or called her or whatever. Then Sam decides to take Tara and leave, you know, like her, Richie, and Tara leave out of the town because you know they think that it should be safer. You know, Sidney and Gale is probably like, you know, Ghostface will just follow you there, you know, because it's not like Ghostface only stays in one town. Like I'm pretty sure he would follow you and to kill you. You know, like it's not like Ghostface only shows up in Woodsboro and that's it. It didn't make sense to me. Like I don't know why Sam thought that, because it was kind of funny how Ghostface was actually in the car with them the whole time. Sidney put a tracker, you know, in a car, Sam's car, Richie's car, whatever. Pretty much, you know, I think, yeah, so they follow them. Then Tara's missing her inhaler, and Richie took it pretty much. Tara to say, you know, like she has a spare one at Amber's house. And in my mind, I'm like, y'all can't stop at the CVS. Y'all can't stop at. Okay, so well, I'm not sure if they have those at CVS, but y'all can't stop at a store that sells them. Like, don't Walgreens got them? Like, you know, like what? Then we get probably the scene that I really like. Amber with Amber's throwing a party for Wes. You know, it's called For West pretty much. I don't like how Amber's throwing it because she's behind him getting killed, and his mom, and you know, police officers and all that, and Dewey. But in general, the party was nice. Chad and Liv are then kissing, and Liv wants to take it up a notch by going upstairs, and Chad reminds himself that he's Mindy's brother. So pretty much he's like, like you could be the killer, so now that's dead. Like, you can just stay down here. It would have been funny if she was like, okay, what you doing down here then? Like, I wonder like what like his reaction would have been, because I doubt that they actually would have done it right there. But I mean, you never know these days. You never know. This is also the part where Liv leaves and Chad goes after her. Mindy tells him to take a weapon, and he takes I think a lamp. Yeah, like a lamp. I think he takes that. He goes outside. He checking her phone, and I guess Ghostface took Liv's phone sometime. Maybe when she was kissing Chad, Amber probably snuck in, like took Liv's phone, but Ghostface appeared out of nowhere. They start fighting. I think Chad knocks Ghostface into the bushes, aka Amber, and then Chad hides behind a barn, and then he starts to run, and then Ghostface starts, run after him and starts stabbing him a lot, but not finishing the job though, because Chad is alive, and he stays alive until the ending. So I was actually shocked by that. I honestly thought that Chad was dead, because like we didn't see anything else. Like Liv, eventually she she goes and finds him, but like I'm like, was he passed out? Because like if I was Liv, I would have probably stayed with Chad. If anything, I don't think I would have went back, especially inside the house. Like, I'm sorry, like if there's a killer going around, I'm not going back in the house. Sam, Richie, and Tara gets to the house, Amber's house, which was actually Stu's old house. I'm unsure if like another family lived there, and they moved out, and then Amber's family moved in, or Amber's family bought it as soon as it was available again. Because I mean, clean honest, I probably wouldn't have bought that house, but because if they didn't, Amber probably wouldn't have become a killer. So parents probably kicking their ass right now. They probably like, damn. But yeah, this is when Amber she canceled the party. I actually did not get that. Like, can someone in the comments explain to me why Amber canceled the party? Because Tara, I don't think she needed was her inhaler. I'm like, Amber, you could have just ran upstairs and got it, and then like ran back downstairs or whatever, or like found like where it was, and that's it. And like because like it's not like Tara, Sam, and Richie was staying. So I honestly didn't get that at all. Like, as soon as she canceled the party, I was like, she's suspicious to me, because why wouldn't you keep the party going? Because I honestly thought the kills was gonna happen while the party was happening. But mainly the kills gonna happen right upstairs, in the basement, or outside. This is when Ghostface attacks Mindy. So the scene was pretty much very similar to Randy's scene in Scream, the first movie. When he's talking to Laurie character from Halloween. I think he was like, tell her to turn around, and so Mindy was doing like the exact same thing. And this time, instead of Randy turning around, she actually does turn around and see Ghostface, and they get into a fight. Okay, so we didn't see Ghostface stab Mindy, but he did. He stabbed her in her shoulder, and I think her cheek, but I could be wrong. I think it probably just blood right there, but I think, yeah, he definitely stabbed her on her shoulder. And then Sam comes in and grabs something, and this is when Ghostface leaves. Before then, Richie he went to the basement to get some beer, I think, or a soda or something. So it was kind of funny how Ghostface, he leaves and then returns as soon as Richie comes back. I don't know. It was just weird timing for me. Like, I think then I knew, yep, it's definitely Richie. And I was like, Amber's suspicious as hell. And then I was like, where's Liv? Speaking of Liv, Liv returns with blood on her hands after, everybody, comes to see Mindy. Mindy's still alive, by the way. She just attacked and passed out. But Liv, she got blood on her hands. She's, about to cry. And She pretty much saying she's not the killer because Amber accusing her to be the killer. Richie pops up, you know, up from the basement. You know, Amber once again accusing him of being a killer because she said that she was with Tara the whole time. And I was like, I mean, that doesn't mean that you have, you know, a helper killer, you know. But I was like, okay. Then pretty much Amber and Liv get into argument. Pretty much Liv keep on saying she's not the killer. Then we get the reveal. Amber pulls out a Glock and just shoots Liv in the head. That scene happened so fast that I think like 2 minutes later I forgot that Liv was dead. I can promise you, like when watching it, probably like 5 minutes after Liv died, I was like, where's Liv at? Like, where is she? And I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot she got shot. Cause that scene happened so quickly. Then we get Sam and Richie, you know, they run in the basement. Sam forgets that she left Tara upstairs. And I was like, how in the hell you forgot Tara? I was like, in my mind, Tara would have been the first person I'd grab. Because I know that it happened so fast, you know, you're running, you're not thinking. But it's kind of like, let's say if you had a newborn baby right there. You're not forgetting that newborn baby. You're not. So I don't know why Sam low-key forgot about Tara. I know Tara was fighting Amber, but that would have been a good time for them to actually jump Amber, you know? But then again, Richie would have, you know, jumped in or whatever. But then we get Sydney and Gale, you know, they finally get there. I don't know why it took them so long, low-key, to get there, because they shouldn't have been that far behind them. Like, they really shouldn't have been. But they got there. Then Amber, she runs out, you know, pretending like she got slashed by Ghostface. Then Sydney and Gale, they pretty much, you know, turned to each other and it's like, do you buy this? And they was like, no. No, I think Gale was like, no. And then, you know, Amber said, fuck this. And then, you know, she just started shooting and then she shoot Gale in the stomach-ish. You know, and then Sydney starts shooting back and then Amber runs in the house. And then Sydney, I mean, pretty much Gale tells Sydney to finish, you know, the killers. And Gale's fine, by the way, she didn't die right there. I mean, yeah, I mean, like, she didn't die at all. But, yeah. Then Sydney enters the house, Ghostface calls her. At this point, she's she's just a savage. She's like literally shooting every single door. Before then, she's like, you have 10 seconds to make yourself known, whether you're the killer or not. And then she just starts shooting at every single door. I got scared right here because Tara wasn't shown. I sort of thought that Tara was tied up somewhere, but she was. But I thought she was tied up in a closet, and I sort of thought that Sydney was gonna mistakenly shoot and kill Tara, because Tara couldn't speak because, you know, she had duct tape on her mouth. This is the part where I low-key got scared. I was like, Sydney, I'm like, what you doing is badass, don't get me wrong. I was like, in my mind, I'm like, oh my gosh, where's Tara at? Like, where is she? Because she's not in the basement. Because, you know, Sam just left the basement. So I was like, she had to be, I mean, I guess on the main floor or the first floor. Sydney, she ended up shooting Richie, pretty much. Because he was hiding in a closet, even though she said, make yourself known, but he didn't. So then Ghostface appears, which is Amber. She appears and they pretty much fall over the balcony. You know, they kind of like weakish a little bit, and then they both crawl in to the gun, and Richie is like, you know, going downstairs shot. And then Sam gets the gun, and then, you know, I mean, like, she points it at Ghostface. Then as soon as, you know, Richie gets downstairs, he makes himself known, I guess this time, and he stabs Sam, pretty much revealing that he's the second killer, which I kind of knew already. See, these two kills were very obvious. That's the thing that I hope in Scream 6 they make more hard to figure it out. kind of like even if they have to fake a death, like I'm okay with that. One thing that I was hoping for that we didn't get was a Ghostface like taking off the mask and like, you know, making his or her self known, because we didn't get that. Pretty much both killers were revealed while they were wearing a normal attire, which I'm like, you know, like I'm okay with it. Like I think the Amber one was okay. I think Richie was kind of lame, because I think it was kind of, I won't say it was obvious that he was gonna stab her, but I thought he was gonna do something. Amber and Richie, they say their motives. It had pretty much something to do with toxic fandoms and pretty much like them wanting to make, you know, start pretty much their own franchise or whatever, their own set of sequels or whatever. Okay, so I'm pretty much it's similar to that. I'm not sure if it's exactly that. Pretty much during that scene, I was pretty much I was just thinking like, where was Liv? Low key, like when, you know, when all that's going down, I was thinking like, where's Liv? And also, where's Tara? That whole scene, pretty much. I was thinking like, where are those two? So yeah, I kind of tuned out a little bit, but it was like I was paying attention, but I tuned out. I was thinking, where are these two characters at? 'Cause I thought that one of them probably gonna be another killer or something, you know. So I was kind of getting excited, but no. Then Sidney, she pretty much gets stabbed. She attempts to go for a knife, but gets stabbed by Amber. Pretty much like instantly. Like Amber has a good like side eye, cause Amber wasn't even looking at Sidney when she did that. So Amber has fast like reflexes. I was like, damn, you know, like, oh my gosh. Then Amber goes upstairs to get Tara, but shockingly, pretty much before all of that, pretty much right after Sam leaves the basement to go get Tara, she sees Tara tied up in a closet, and she pretty much debates on whether to untie her or not. And now, you know, like it's revealed that she did untie her. And Amber, you know, like she going around the house looking for Tara. And Tara, you know, like she hits her with her crutches and start beating the shit out of her with them. I knew that, you know, that wasn't gonna be Amber's death, but it'd been kind of funny if it was. Not funny, but funny. Just like death by crutches. Like what the fuck? So while Richie is distracted, Sam attacks Richie, and she ends up biting him pretty much, and then running away. I think she ran upstairs. And then that's when Amber, while Amber and Tara fighting, Amber gets up and throws Tara over the couch, and goes to help Richie, I think. And Sidney and Gale pretty much double team Amber, and eventually they hit her with a glass of hand sanitizer or something like that, and throws her like over the counter. I was like, what the hell? It was like the way they threw her over that damn counter. They threw her like she was a damn heavy ass bag of trash. I was like, it was like, take that, bitch. So then Amber pretty much gets she pretty much gets up, you know, saying please don't. And then you know, like Gale is like, you know, you killed Dewey, and then she was like, oh yeah, because he died like a pussy. And I was like, Amber, you can your ass beat now. But luckily, she still had hand sanitizer on her, because Gale ends up shooting her, I think like 3 times, I think, and she turns over and falls on the stove, turns it on, and get licked the fuck up. Lit the fuck up. I was like, that's what the hell she gets. I'm like, don't you dare sit here and disrespect Dewey like that. But surprisingly, she doesn't die from that. She was just knocked out, I guess, or something like that. I don't know. But we cut to Sam versus Richie. She gets the upper hand. She sees Billy in the reflection of the window, or something like that, a mirror or something like that. And she stabs him through the mouth, and then starts stabbing him a lot of times in the chest / stomach. And then he said, "What's my ending?" And then she goes full psychotic and slits his throat. But then again, Sidney a lot of times shot people in the head. So if Sam's psychotic, then Sidney is too at this point. And Dewey. So, well, was Dewey. So yeah, so pretty much every movie, you know, every one killer always come back to life. Pretty much it's always like who's gonna come alive. You know, in the first one it was Billy. The second one it was Mickey. Third one was Roman, because I mean like he was the only one, the only killer. Fourth movie was Jill. Yeah. But this time it was Amber. Because pretty much like right before, Sam shoots Richie like 3 times. I think all in the head, I think too. So I was like, oh my gosh, like he's definitely dead. But then yeah, this is when Amber comes around the corner just screaming. In my opinion, she shouldn't have screamed. Because she didn't, she probably would have got the drop on at least one of them. At least one of them. I think she could have low-key took out at least one of them if she wouldn't have yelled. But she did. I don't know what she thought she was gonna do, because all 3 of them was standing there like, "What's up, bitch?" You know? Like, it's like all 3 of them, but they didn't flinch either. They all just stood there. They all flinched. I guess you would say flinched, like when they turned around, heard her screaming. But they all just stood there, you know, as she coming towards them with a knife. Y'all didn't move. They didn't move at all. So in my mind, I was like, what the hell was Amber gonna do like when she get close to one of them? I think she's mainly going to Sam, since I mean Sam was in the middle and like looked like she was like diagonal, I guess, with you know, with Amber, Sam, whatever. I don't know, but it doesn't matter because Tara ends up shooting her in the head. I don't know how Tara had good aim. And I was like, huh. And the first shot too, I thought probably more realistic. She probably to shoot probably 3 times or whatever, but no, she shot her ass once in the head. Now she's dead. And that's pretty much the end of the movie. Pretty much, it's revealed that Chad's still alive, Mindy's still alive, Tara, Sam, Sidney, and Gale, all alive. So yeah, that's pretty much Scream 5. I give this movie a, well, first I said 10 out of 10. I think now it's a 9 out of 10. The only reason it's 9 out of 10 is because pretty much, let's say 8 pretty much. I think that pretty much 2 things. 1, I want the good chase scene. Maybe even 2. You know what, 3. I wanted at least 3 chase scenes. We didn't really get none. We didn't really. And I also wanted a pretty much shocking reveal, you know, with the whole taking off the mask thing. But we didn't get either of them. This movie had 9 out of 10, which is still amazing though. But yeah, that's Scream 5. I had a lot of fun. This is the first movie that I saw Thursday night. The very first movie I saw on Thursday night. I usually wait until Saturday. So pretty much the movie comes out on Friday pretty much. Usually, so I go see it the next day on Saturday. Yeah, pretty much always I did that, or either Sunday. But yeah, this is the first time I went on Thursday night. And I did that, and I get spoiled. Cause believe it or not, literally the next day on Friday, I saw spoilers on my phone and stuff. I think it's because I watched the trailers and stuff, that's probably why. And I followed the cast and stuff. But yeah, that's kind of like shocking to me a little bit. Like I was like, thank goodness I saw it when I did, cause if I didn't, I would have been very upset. But yeah guys, make sure you subscribe, like, follow, follow my like all my social medias, and also hit the bell to know when I post, and that's about it for Scream at the moment. Might rank the movies eventually, might do that, But for right now, that's it. Until Scream 6, which I hope it will be soon. Hopefully it's very soon. Hopefully they film it this year and come out next year. I doubt it. But you never know. Because I don't think Scream movies take that long to shoot. Because there's barely any CGI in it. Stuff, you know. Pretty sure it took like a month and a half to like shoot that movie. So let's hope we get another Scream movie within 2 years. And that's about it. Peace.